Let's not, call Google Plus, the white hat solution here too quickly. Google understands that the reason why they need to get into social networks, they tried with Buzz and they tried with Wave.
Buzz was a bust.
Buzz was a bust. Wave, we wave goodbye. Wave is gone. Complete bust. So this is the first successful venture for them. Can this really challenge Facebook? I mean, there are 750 million users on Facebook. It's only been around for 2 months and it's already got 25 million users. Wow. So it's kind of the first time somebody's nipping at the heels of Facebook. As Americans, we're actually more liberal with our privacy settings than Europeans. Germany has outlawed the facial recognition technology on Facebook. So we need to be vigilant, we need to be proactive in checking our privacy settings. The scariest part about it is if you have a phone number in your smartphone, right, and that individual is not on Facebook, Facebook was aggregating that information. So if Greg Kelly's not on Facebook, but we know that he is, it had your phone number in there, it would then hold on to that phone number. So if at a later date you happen to join Facebook, it would say, hey, you guys should connect, you guys should be friends.
Where you grew up, right? In Putnam.
Yeah.
Was the digital thing big?
Not at all.
It didn't even exist.
Are you kidding me? No way. Know who told me about it? My father. So I went home for Thanksgiving break, and my father actually drew a map and said, all right, this is the internet. Here's what an email address is. Here's how you have to engage it. So my father was the early adopter.
Way ahead of his time.
Way ahead of his time, teaching his meathead freshman kid. He's wasting all this money sending me to school, and I'm like, what's an email? The reality is money goes where the eyeballs are, and he's got over 1 million followers. He's really the perfect storm for social media as well because he's sending out these quotations, and historically, quotes are the most retweeted content on Twitter. It's going to be, it's going to officially jump the shark when my father turns to me and says, I have tiger blood. As soon as the dad starts saying
then it becomes conventional.
Then you're like, Again, at Drive Action, what we do is we advise the brands to offer special and unique deals within the social media ecosystem. Brands are starting to pick up on that and realize that there's a real opportunity there to engage with their consumer, to have a conversation with their consumer. Consumers are even giving advice to brands and saying, hey, we'd really love to see a deal on this or a deal on that. So it's a pretty exciting time right now. I think it's really interesting because it's an accelerant, right? So this type of a protest would have happened anyway. It might just happen faster. It might be able to spread nationally a little bit easier. There's an author that talks about that idea. His name is Christopher Hein, about East and West Germany. And he talks about the real revolutionaries in East Germany were the ones that did not get television. But the ones that actually got television were a little bit more lackadaisical about communist uprise. I think you saw an immediate drop down within government Twitter accounts, but I really hope not. I hope people aren't so scared off by this. It's sort of like the one bad apple spoils the entire bunch. I think it's important, especially for political figures, to be aware of who they're following. There is this sort of unspoken psychological law of reciprocity that if somebody follows you on Twitter, you feel that need to follow back. However, be smart about this. This is also, take your offline conduct into the online world as well. I mean, is that appropriate for a married man to be following certain young ladies on Twitter? I don't think so.